Welcome back everybody. The real reason most people are defending James Gunn has actually materialized. That's right, you're not getting Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, at least not for the foreseeable future. Disney's sacking of the "what would I be if I weren't a successful director," James Gunn, who according to iDubbbz would have probably ended up being a plumber, explaining the perils of water pressure to his community,
is making a water pressure joke. Water pressure joke. Water pressure joke. Water pressure joke. Water pressure joke.
Has put the project on hold. Now, I knew there were James Gunn apologists out there, but I didn't know there were so many of them, always pushing the goalpost further no matter what argument you make. They were just tweets, they said. You're all clutching at straws, they said, you big meanies. It's just cosplay, they said. They're mocking the Catholic Church, they said, an institution known for pedo scandals. So pedo jokes and pedo cosplay, nothing to see here. No pattern, just people's imagination. Are you against freedom of speech, bro? You're acting like these were statements, bro. Well, now Disney has pressed the pause button on the whole project. Contrary to popular belief that Taika Waititi might take over James Gunn's position as director for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, it looks like Disney are now scrambling to salvage the project. Now, in the past few days, we've been seeing articles about how Disney might still use James Gunn's script for the movies. So now that the movie has been put on hold, I see two scenarios for their decision. 1. James Gunn has refused to let Disney use his script as a bargaining chip or simply as an act of revenge for being fired, although I think this isn't very likely, because when you sign on with Disney, their lawyers probably have you sign an agreement that anything you come up with belongs to them. Much like Marvel Comics' treatment of its employees back in the early 90s that led to their exodus and the formation of Image Comics along with others. So yeah, it is a possibility but not likely. The second scenario, and more likely in my opinion, Disney did indeed plan to use his script, but something new about James Gunn is about to drop, or they found something else out about him, and just in case, to keep their own asses out of the fire, as any ties with him could be severely damaging for their PR image, even something as simple as using his script. Although the news is being spun as Disney caring for the project and not wanting to just throw another sequel out there to earn money. Ha! Like Disney cares about anything but turning around a profit, give me a break. Production of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 has been put on hold. The future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe received a major shakeup when Disney fired James Gunn as writer and director of Guardians 3. The decision came after controversial tweets resurfaced and immediately became a major talking point online. Although there was a sense that Gunn could be brought back, Disney is not changing their position. After meeting with Disney chairman Alan Horn, Gunn will not be rehired as director. I wonder why. Maybe this Alan Horn guy needs somebody to explain to him these were only jokes, and he's a big old meanie. This decision shifts the future of Guardians 3 into the hands of someone new, even if they use the script that Gunn already finished writing. The timeline for a decision was unclear, as the movie was expected to begin production early next year, with eyes set on a May 2020 release date, even though Marvel never officially announced that. That lack of announcement may now be for the better, as THR reports production on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 has been put on hold. The decision comes as select crew members were already beginning pre-production steps ahead of an early 2019 shoot, but they've been let go and set free to pursue other projects. There is now no timetable on when the film will be put back on track. With such a major change coming to the franchise, delaying Guardians 3 is probably the smartest move. If Marvel and Disney mandated that the movie film early next year as scheduled, regardless of who's directing, it would have been an obvious sign that this was a money-making universe building decision. What? It isn't a money-making universe building decision? Are these all philanthropic endeavors, are they? However, them taking their foot off the gas pedal, even if only briefly, will allow for the dust to settle more and avoid a rushed production schedule. One of THR's sources described the move as a regrouping for the studio, and putting the film on hold allows for some breathing room in figuring out what comes next. This could potentially have major ramifications on the rest of Marvel's Phase 4 lineup though. Prior to Gunn being fired, he described the movie as setting up 10 to 20 years of MCU adventures. With his script still likely to be used, that setup will still be there. But now it will just come later. If a project like The Eternals was going to get set up through Guardians 3, then that movie could also experience a delay depending on how vital the setup is. That project could still progress naturally, but a Guardians spin-off like Nova or Adam Warlock could now have to wait even longer to see the light of day. But if one takes the big picture view out of the equation, which could also mean another film moves quicker to hit the May 2020 slot, a delay is the best thing for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It gives them more time to find a new director, lets frustrations die down, yeah, that's very likely to happen, and allow for more separation between Gunn's firing and what comes next. Ultimately, this could mean that future updates on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 could still be months away if Marvel slows the project down, as is now being reported. So you know who this guy blames for all of this?
You're fired.
So maybe you think James Gunn did nothing wrong, and maybe he didn't, I don't know, but many have made the case that Disney knew about all of this before they hired him. Well, now that the public knows as well, they've thrown him under the bus. What else do they know that warrants a decision like this? To halt the whole project for the time being? I don't know. So that's my take on it, one of many thousands on the tubes. Leave your thoughts down below. As always, thanks for dropping by and for your continued support. Don't forget to like, share, sub and all of that good stuff. And until next time, see yous.